Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to another edition of the England Roger Sports Hour on Love Bay Afrobeat Music Talk Radio. With me is co-host Roger Shaw. Roger, crazy weather this week. We went back to some extreme cold. It's not too bad relatively compared to what it was this week.
Yes. You know
But
what? Good morning, everyone. It was really cold, minus 20s, minus 30 almost. But today's not too bad. They say at least it feels cold outside, but it's getting better. It's getting back to normal, like minus 5, minus 1.
yeah,
Things you can live with.
exactly. Not the minus 30 wind chill and stuff. No, that's not something wrong. And I actually went out in it, and wow, yeah, I just had to cover up all over.
Yeah, that's the only thing. When this is going on, just make sure you're fully covered.
Oh yeah, and I'm not one to wear hats too much, but I had to wear a couple toques and stuff this time around. It's not my favorite stuff, but hey, you gotta wear them.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot to talk about. A lot of sports happening as usual. Cricket, there's a lot. We tend to talk about what's happening down in Pakistan because maybe something. I know West Indian fans were happy, but they might be happy when they wake up and see the end of the day because kind of backfired on Pakistan. So we'll see. The Women's World Cup is on going on the 19. Stimpy's
Yes.
got to the Super Six stage, but not doing that great.
I don't think they're going much further.
I don't think so either. And Australia and England in a battle in women, but not a battle, it's one-sided battle actually.
I think it's a distraction
Yeah,
for England getting destroyed.
yeah, and Australian players are saying yes, they want to rub it in, and yeah, so we got to talk about that. The NFL has come down to the final four, and got some NBA. LeBron making more and more records at 40 years old.
I know.
I mean, he's phenomenal to be going strong after 21 years.
True.
And from Formula One, Lewis Hamilton, all the excitement in Italy about Lewis
You know
Hamilton
what?
because he's
You heard
finally,
what he said though. It's like a dream come
it's like,
true.
yeah,
He's excited. He's bouncing off the walls.
yeah, and
I
he's,
am actually surprised at this response from him. I mean, he's done so well with Mercedes.
hmm
Who knew he was a Ferrari man all along?
yeah, he must feel, wow, I think he's must feel really well, good in this car. And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, he's got a female race engineer at that Ferrari there too. So
yeah,
Laura Miller, the first race engineer, first female race engineer in Formula One with,
yeah.
with Ferrari. So a lot of things happening at Ferrari, and on the
What to be
Austrian,
excited about, I think.
a lot to be excited about, a lot for sure. Looking forward to this season whenever it starts. And wow, did you see that happened in Australia Open? Did you see
I
that?
know. I was thinking about you when I saw that
I
result.
said,
I'm like,
wow.
Ingle must be kicking himself. He's going in as
Yeah,
a heavy favorite and
yeah.
would not take it home.
No, I was like, wow. I was expecting. Yeah, I guess we can start there because I was expecting Sabalenka to win, but Madison
I
Keys
think
against.
everybody did.
Yeah, I thought when I saw she was up against Madison, I said, okay, she's gonna get three straight and join elite company. But no, Madison has been playing some great tennis, and she's beaten world number one and two to get
Yes,
there.
yes.
So
When I
it's
saw
not.
what she did to Swiatek, I'm like, you know what, she's going to be dangerous, but I honestly didn't expect her to win.
No, I didn't either. I didn't see that coming. I mean, happy for her because I mean, her first major and finally, because she's shown a lot of promise over the years. But I
Yes,
didn't realize coming into this Australian Open that she had the type of form to get there, and that she has, and she's now the champion. And she had two tough matches because I watched the one against Swiatek, and that was not easy. She
no,
and 6-3, 2-6, 7-5 over Sabalenka. Sabalenka is a wonderful person, I think, because she's graceful in loss. She's always except for one opponent, but most of them, she's always embraces them. And
True.
she seemed to be. It was. I watched the highlights. I didn't get up at 3:30 to watch the match, but I
I
watched the
know.
highlights, and I'm gonna probably watch it later on. But yeah, I think Keys was on her game. She just looked at the top of her game.
Yeah. You know
So,
what though? They said she was crying though.
hmm,
They said she was crying a lot, and she had history at her fingertips, and she
right.
couldn't pull it home because she was close. And I
Yeah, she
think
was
she
close.
expected that she would have won, and yeah, they said she took it hard, but she was still trying to be graceful.
Yeah, she must have taken it out because I mean, she came back and won 6-3 in the second, and then
Yes,
uh, six, and then
6-2. Yeah,
actually 6-3, and then 7-5 in the final. It had to be close. So yeah, those
yeah,
little
and she double
mistakes.
faulted up there and all of that
Yes,
stuff. So
yes. You know,
I don't know. It
yeah,
was a surprise. I mean, I feel it for her though. Nice
yeah,
enough young lady, and she was right there, ready to make history, and just couldn't do it.
yeah. She had four double faults in that final game, that final set. So yeah, it was not to be for her. They say destiny. I guess once several keys got
Yeah,
over, yeah. And actually, I saw a headline in the Australian Open that keys. She got the keys to the city, and I actually smiled because the road march and Senkers Carnival is the same thing, same name, keys to the city.
he's still,
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's the year for the keys.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but what do you think of the men's side though on the semifinals and the final? I mean,
It's
uh,
you know what, a lot of drama, I would say, a lot of drama. So um, I don't like what happened when Djokovic
the booing and
had to
stuff.
retire. I don't know why they booed him. I'm not sure.
Maybe because of his comments when he said he thought he was poisoned and stuff like those things.
I know,
And
I know. It just seems
Australians
a little
don't like it.
low.
Yeah, it seemed low. I don't think the Australians like him too much, but it seemed
They
very
don't.
low.
He doesn't like them, and they don't like him.
Yeah, and he was trying to be, he was trying to be graceful. He gave them two thumbs up and stuff, but they still started booing him.
Yeah, yeah,
And I don't think he'll be back. He said he don't know. We'll see how the year
I,
goes. But he's 37, going on 38, so it's gonna be
yeah. I'm
tough.
not sure if he's gonna be back. I don't think. Well, you never know. You never. Don't put any time limits on these guys, but I think I don't think he's gonna want to go back unless he has to.
Yeah,
I think if he wins one more major, he's gonna be done.
I think so too. I think if he wins one more, that's it for him. He's not gonna go back to Australia.
Yeah,
He may even retire. And
more than likely.
yeah,
He's having a
enjoy.
lot of injuries these days, and yeah, he's struggling a bit. And he even said he's not even sure. Well, he said he's going to take a break and then think about if he's going to continue with Andy Murray as well. So
Hmm.
lots of decisions in place for him coming up.
Yeah, definitely. But kudos to Zverev for getting to the finals, and he's gonna
Well,
be up
yeah,
tough. He's
I
gonna
mean,
be
he
in
got
tough.
there free, but
Three,
yeah,
yeah.
good luck to him
He,
now, though.
he should be well rested, but he's gonna be in tough with Sinner, who beat Blake Shelton, and Shelton said he's disappointed
He
in
did.
his loss. Yeah, he said he was disappointed in his loss.
Thought he would have won.
He thought he could have done better and won.
He could
Yeah.
have done better, but I think he would have lost the game anyway. Sinner is
Anyway,
unbeatable right now, I think.
I know. I think he what Shelton won the first set, was it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but then yes, I don't think he would have won. Sinner is like, no, actually he didn't even win. It was 7-6. It was close.
Close, yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it was
7-6.
yeah, 7-6 in a
It was a close
tiebreaker.
game, though.
Yeah, but Shelton, I mean, he should be happy to get to the semifinals. And,
I thought so.
yeah, Sinner is favorite to win, definitely.
He's an overwhelming favorite, and I wouldn't put it past having two upsets in the finals here, but it's going to be hard. I think he's ever been to the finals twice before and lost,
Yes.
and he's been very competitive. He's a good player, highly ranked, so he's not a joke player, but I don't know if Sinner's, I don't know, he's looking unbeatable right now.
Yeah, I think he's looking that way. So I go with Sinner for this tonight again. Yeah, don't know if I'll get to see it live, but definitely will watch it at some point.
Yeah, for sure. Watch your
Yeah,
replays because you're not getting up
yeah.
for that, are you?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. It's not my favorite players, so no, I can't see
There you
myself
go.
good enough for that.
If Alcaraz was there, maybe, but I don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah, but not these two. And the Americans in the juniors, both Americans lost in the juniors.
Wow.
Yeah, so a Japanese lady won the junior women, and I think the winner for Switzerland won the girls. The Japanese won the men actually, and the girls
Yeah.
was won. Yeah, so well, I was surprised to see that both Americans got beaten.
It's
But
unusual for that to happen. Very
it
unusual.
is, it is definitely. So, but yeah. The other thing in tennis, Roger, is WADA has accepted Swiatek's
Yeah.
defense.
It sounds like she had yeah, like they almost had no choice, I think.
Hmm.
I think. And she only got a month, right?
Right, for the month she got, yeah.
Yeah. It was a minor.
With a minor thing, yeah. So they said they've accepted that it was tainted. I believe also the manufacturers did say that it was
Yeah.
tainted.
Yeah.
So they
When
accepted.
the manufacturer backs you up, then what can you do, right?
Yeah. So just looking at the winners, it was Bennett who won the junior boys from Switzerland, and the Sonobe won the junior girls singles from Japan. So yeah, so that's it for tennis. And unless you have something else you want to discuss on the tennis side.
No, that's it for tennis. I mean, it's just the
Okay.
Australian Open, and yeah, looking forward to the finals tomorrow, just for the results.
Just for the results, yes, for sure. We can talk some NFL and tough one. The Bills up against the Chiefs for I think the fifth time in 4 years, and the fourth time in 5 years,
Yeah.
and they haven't. Is it their time?
I don't know. So the Bills have beaten them in the regular season, but not in the playoffs.
Not in the
For the
playoffs,
last
right?
three times they have met in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
I sort of believe that is going to continue, but the Bills are looking dangerous. I felt they should have lost that game, but
I
Baltimore
felt
beat
so too.
themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dropping that, even dropping that,
He dropped the one before
the
where he
one
turned it
before,
over, and then that one
and
he slipped and dropped it
slipped.
again. And
Yeah,
poor Andrews, he's one of the best players in the league.
he is. Yeah, and he's probably having nightmares.
Just not his day, man, and
He
it
was,
cost the whole team.
yeah, he did, and I'm sure he probably went home and didn't sleep. But yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna
he
be
probably has not had a good night's sleep since.
since last Sunday.
But it's good that
So
his team backed him up, though.
correct, yeah. And it was the conditions wasn't the greatest, but
No,
still,
no.
you expected to catch those balls.
Yes. Honestly, that last one, I think I could have caught it, but I guess, yeah, he slipped. So,
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that would have sent it into overtime. But
yes.
well, on the other hand, the 3 o'clock game is the Commanders and the Eagles, and the Commanders are looking good, but
They look like a destiny team, I must admit. I Every week I say they're going to lose, and they keep surprising
they
me.
keep
So
winning. Yeah.
I think they're going to be tough, though. I think Saquon Barkley is running like a crazy monster right now. I don't think anybody can stop him. So let's see if they can. But at this point in time, I think with Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts supposed to be 100% now,
That's supposed to be, yeah.
Philly is going to be very difficult to beat.
Yeah, if Jalen hits 100% and he can run and stuff, then yeah, it's gonna be very tough.
Difficult,
Yeah.
difficult. But I mean, it will be definitely a good game.
Hmm.
Don't put anything past Washington. You know, you just saw Madison Keys come and she won the whole thing. So don't put
And,
it past Washington.
and sports, anything can happen.
Any and everything happens.
Yeah. So, so I just I watch it now for what it is. I don't get caught up and I don't get heartbroken when my team loses anymore.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So
But who
it's
do you like though? I'm saying Philly, Kansas. Who do you take?
I'm actually going with Commanders and Kansas.
So you're rolling with the Washington guys.
Yeah. I'm going to watch. No, one of my friends, she wouldn't like to hear me say that because she's a big
I know.
Philly fan. She lives in Philly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but yeah,
I
but
go to
she's
Philly
also.
I used to go to Philly every year for
Mm-hmm.
Pens and all of that. So like my second city somehow. So yeah, I always support them.
Well, yeah, she's also saying that because it's she likes New York too, so she's going to Bills and Philly. So
Oh,
and then
wow.
decide who to win, who she's going to back on the Super Bowl. But I don't know if she's going to be correct. Maybe one out of the two, but not
Two,
both.
yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it should be exciting football matches tomorrow.
Very
3 o'clock
exciting game.
game.
Both games are going to be, in my opinion, going to be very, very, very good games for four teams that deserves to be there.
At 3 and 6:30. So I think I'll be home. I was actually planning to go out in the evening, but then I realized the timing of the games, and I said,
Game.
no, I have to change my plans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow and see how that goes on. Do you want to talk about anything else before we get into some cricket and track and
Just a
field?
quick one. I think
Hmm.
we don't talk about it much, but netball.
Oh, yeah, Jamaica.
Jamaica has been rolling really well in the netball sphere, and they defeated England recently, and they passed them down in the world rankings. They're number 3 in the world, so
Hmm.
the highest ranked Caribbean team ever, I think, in any sport. And they're now taking on South Africa, who's ranked 5, and they're leading 2-0 in that series, so they've already won. It's a 3-match series, but it's the support that they're getting. You know, we have Asafa Powell there, you have the Prime Minister there, so netball is catching fire in Jamaica, and as it goes along, you're going to hear more and more about it. I know Trinidad has a decent team, and so does Barbados.
They
So
used, yeah.
I think look out in the near future. You're going to hear a lot more about netball coming up in the Caribbean.
Yeah, Jamaica and Trinidad used to be the top always rivals. And Trinidad was actually top back in I think the 70s and early
70s,
80s.
yes, yes.
But Jamaica's taken over. And yes, actually, that's good that you mentioned that because I was reading about it and watching and seeing all the athletes supporting the Jamaican team and happy for them for beating South Africa. So
Yes, yes,
great to see that they've now overtaken England in the ranking.
yes, yes. It's a big thing, to be ahead of England is a huge thing. Trust me.
It is, yeah. And if you look, I don't know, occasionally I watch the Sky Sports netball,
Okay.
and I see maybe those opportunities are helping because you see foreign players are now playing in the English leagues.
Yes, yes.
So that's
It's
probably
changing because you have about 6, 7 Jamaicans over there in where the mecca of netball is New Zealand and Australia,
New Zealand and Australia.
and you have a couple English girls born in England but with Jamaican lineage playing for
Yeah.
Jamaica. You have 2 of them right now on the team, and they've made a difference.
Okay, that's great.
They've made a
Yeah,
difference.
because
So
it's
it's not only soccer that you have the men coming over to play for Jamaica in netball now, and they're determined. England, they're determined to win the world championship.
yeah, that would be great if they can. They're just ranked behind Australia and New Zealand, so
Yes, yes,
just moving up in the right direction.
for sure, for sure.
Okay, great. You're listening to the England Rogers Sports Hour on Love Beats,
Love
Afrobeat
Bay.
music, Love Beats, sorry, Afrobeats music talk radio. I don't know where I got Love Beats from. Could be Love Beats.
Beautiful beat.
The
You love
beats
it.
are making love it. Yeah, Love Bay, Afrobeats, yeah, music talk radio. We're gonna talk about some cricket, Roger, and we're gonna start with the West Indies and Pakistan over there. Where Pakistan did say, you know, no, nothing to hold that. The captain said West Indies can't play spin, so we want spin and wickets. But
And they got it.
they got it, and they were looking good. West Indies was struggling at one point, but they've come back and on top. So it backfired a little bit, if you want to say that, on Pakistan, because it seems like they can't play spin either.
No, that's the thing because they did admit that they're struggling with it as well, but they
Mm.
know the West Indies is worse at it.
But West Indies tail enders probably have the better approach because Moti's first test 50, he got 55, and then Roche had 25, and then Jomel Warrican had 36 not out. So those are the three. Before that, of the batsmen, only Kavim Hodge got to double figures. He had 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 4 for 37 at one stage and 5 for 38 West Indies at one stage. I think I actually woke up sometime in the night, turn on, and they were struggling at 7, and I turned off the TV.
Yeah, let's go back to bed and don't forget this.
Yeah. So when they got to 163, when I woke up and saw 163, I was surprised and started watching.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
A good fight back, I will admit, but I don't know. I think nothing wrong with what's going on there, but it's not good cricket to me because, as you said last time, in 3 days it's going to be done. Or maybe 2, based on what's
maybe
going on
two,
here.
the way it's going, I mean, 20 wickets in one day. Both
One
teams
day
are
is
bowled
like,
up.
what type of
Yeah.
cricket is this? This is not test cricket. This is not even. So, yeah, it's a little disappointing that Pakistan took that approach, but I can see where they believe this is how they're going to win the game. So they're doing it. But it's
Yeah,
affecting them more than it's affecting the West Indies today.
correct. 163. West Indies get 200 lead. I mean, Pakistan going to struggle
Yes.
because the pitch is just spinning like crazy and it's no answer. So I believe that these test matches are called tests for a reason. I mean, when you have a test match and both teams are just playing one fast bowler, it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's
It's
not
not, I
even
don't
like,
think it's good for the sport, honestly.
no, it's not good for the sport. And but Pakistan said it's the way they're going to do it going forward. And
Well, I think the coach said if they had been doing it all along, they would have made the test finals.
the test
So,
finals, yeah.
I mean, he probably has a point.
Yeah, he probably does have a point. In fact, I didn't even play an out and out fast bowler, just had a medium pace bowler who bowled a couple overs and then the spinners did the trick because they had, I mean, Norman Ali, he must be loved this pitch because he got another 6 wicket haul.
Yeah, he's.
And
If you want to rack up your numbers and you're a spinner, here's where you come.
yeah, for sure. And then on the other hand, West Indies must be happy with Warwick and he had
Working.
another 4 wicket. The Warwick must be saying, yeah, bring this wicket everywhere.
Bring it every day.
Yeah.
He had 10 the first test and now he's 4 already. Who knows? He may get another 10.
He may not. Yeah, exactly. And Moti, he had 3 and Roach 2. So
Yeah. Roche did well. I mean, he came in well for Seals. So
yeah, I'm not sure if Seals is injured or what is the story there, but
they said something about he was injured, he came back, and they had him bowling a lot of overs, and he's fragile, so it's not a major injury, but he's not 100%.
Okay. And Django, I guess, not the greatest test debut. He looked good. He got 100. His ODI debut was great, 100 on debut, but test he got a 0. And I didn't think he should have been batting at number 3, but I guess he replaced Carty, who's the number 3 batter, so he had to bat in that position.
Yeah, he does, but I want to give him a chance. I think it's exciting time to see a young man coming up, so I don't mind him getting an opportunity.
Right.
And I hope in the second innings he finds a way to get some runs.
I hope so. I hope West Indies have said clearly that they're gonna attack. They're gonna play the spin attack, and it may work, it may not work. But I'm hoping that they can, now that they've bowled out Pakistan, and they see that they can realize that it's 4 days to go.
Yeah.
We can play well, get a good lead, and win the match, and draw the series, and get our friend Andre Cooley out on high.
Yeah, I think Brathwaite needs it, and I think Kohli needs it as well.
Yes, definitely.
It would be good for both of them.
It would be. So, gonna follow that match and see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. As I said, I'm not excited for a 2-day test game, but
No.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's not exciting at all. And people are saying, oh, this justifies this 2-tier system and stuff, but if you look at it, England went there and the same thing happened. They were bowled out cheap.
Yeah.
So it's not like in teams that go to India, when they go there, they get bowled out cheaply. So you can't judge those games.
It's the truth. I think they bring up these things. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's justifying something, but it really isn't. As you said, the facts would indicate that nothing unusual happened here.
No, exactly. exactly. And then Pakistan is bowled out for less than them. So then what are you going
Yeah,
to do, Pakistan? Yeah. So
exactly.
yeah. The if we move on to the India versus England in that ODI series, the T20 series, sorry, and England not looking good at all. They lost the first match quite easily,
Yeah.
and they had some, some excuses there for some of the players saying it was foggy and helped the spinners and stuff. But now today, the spinners were doing just as good, bowled them out for 165, and
Yeah.
they were lucky to get to 165
Five.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Indian commentators, Gavaskar for sure, who's never short of words, he said, I wonder if the fog is around today.
Oh boy, he's
So
sticking it to them. Sticking
yeah,
it to
he's
them.
sticking it to them, yeah. And then when the batsman got out, he got bowled. I think it was Harry Brook got bowled by Varun, and Varun had a few words to him. So of course, the commentators said, he's probably telling him there's no fog. Yeah. So, but yeah, India. So 165 for 9 in the 20, and India chasing their 19 for 1 from 2 overs. So I expect India to win that game. All
I
right.
expect so as well. I mean, England recently, they were on a nice little roll, but I think, I don't know if they're getting tired, if they're over. I don't know what it is, but they're not looking so convincing anymore.
No, they're not. They're not looking that convincing at all. So I will update you before we finish on that game and then just find the scores. Just to move on to the women. The women Ashes, Australia won 3-0. The T20I they won 3-0. And they said they want to go. I have to go back and check, but I think she said she want to go 25-0 against England and rub it. She said
I
want to
like
rub
that.
it
I
in.
like that attitude. You're gonna
Yeah,
dominate them. You're gonna kick them to the ground, and you're
yeah,
gonna stop on top of them when they're on the ground.
yeah,
25-0.
yeah.
Wow.
She said they want to go 25-0 and they're going to rub it into them. So,
Wow.
wow. But England's not
I've
playing
not
well
heard
at
that in
all.
a long time. Anybody talk like that?
Yeah, they don't want to. They're not playing well at all. England,
No.
just not anywhere close to what we expect from an English team. But whatever's going on with them, then I think they got to figure it out. They've tried different combinations and nothing is working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
You know what though? Let's now that you've said that, I'm gonna look to see if it's gonna happen or not.
yeah, we're gonna check and see if that happens because they
I
just
doubt it
struggling.
though. That would be some type of dominance, which is just unbelievable. So I don't think so.
Yeah, they just have the one-off test left, and we'll see how that goes in that test
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
If they dominate that test match, then maybe they feel that they will.
I think so too, based on what's going on.
Like, well, she said, the Ashes, when the Ashes, she said, oh, sorry, she says, she sets her sights on embarrassing England 16-0 Ashes. So they're not
She doesn't
going
like
to lose.
England at all, does she?
Nope.
I
Wow.
like that talk though. I haven't heard women talk like that in cricket in a long, long
I
time.
mean, it's good for sport when they talk like that, right? So
It is. It is.
it's really good for the sport. You don't fold, you just keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
25 and 0, 16 and 0.
it's like yeah, we're gonna beat them badly.
Wow.
The other series going on with the West Indies and Bangladesh. Bangladesh needed to beat West Indies in the ODI series to get automatically into the World Cup.
Yeah.
But West Indies beat them 2-1. So West Indies dominated the first and the third yesterday. The third one yesterday, but the second match, I don't know what happened.
I was wondering, I was about to ask you, what happened in the second game? Because this should have been a dominant thing for the West Indies. Easy 3 and 0.
Should have been easy 3-0, but always if Haley Matthews doesn't come out, something just goes wrong. but they
Apparently.
have but they have enough batting, I think. I mean, DeAndre Dotson,
Yeah.
Glasgow, Shamel Campbell. These girls are playing better cricket now, so I expect 164 should have been
Yeah.
chased. but yeah, West Indies just didn't win that second game. But yesterday they dominated
Yeah,
in the
because that
first.
young lady, Karishma Ramahak, she's bowling like crazy. She took 4 wickets in game 2, 4 wickets in game 3. So
Yeah, and
she's on a nice little roll.
she was named player of the series.
Deservedly so. 4 for
Yeah.
12 is no sneeze.
No, it's not. Yeah, exactly. So she did very well.
Yes.
So and Haley Matthews, I mean, she had 22,
Yeah.
39 for Joseph, Campbell 25, and Dotton 33. So actually, Kiara Joseph is a good story because she was a bowler who used to bat at number 11 for West Indies.
And she's opening now?
Yeah, she changed her game and decided she wanted to bat. And she is now
Wow,
the
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she started as a bowler batting at number 11.
I didn't know she was at number 11 because she's doing fairly well up top.
She is. She worked hard on her game, on her batting, and now she's opening.
That's a great example for any of the young cricketer coming in to see what you could do. The sky's the limit.
Exactly. Yeah, she decided that, you know what, I want to do better. And she is doing better. She had her first ODI 50
Yes.
just recently. So
wow. Number 11 to number 1.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, she was a slow left-arm bowler. I mean, main thing, but now she's a batter, so that's good.
Very good. Very good. That's impressive.
Very impressive for sure. In women's under 90 World Cup, as we mentioned, West Indies women, they were beaten badly last night by Australia. No surprises there. Bowled out for 55. Yeah, that's expected, really. But Australia is one of the dominant teams. Yeah, the team that surprised me, Rajan, doing very well, is the USA team.
I was wondering what's going on with that. I mean, are they really doing that much work in the background?
They are doing a lot of work. They spend a lot of time. They trained a lot. They went on a lot of tours. They went to Zimbabwe, then they went to South Africa prior to. So they have put in a lot of work to get into where they are. They beat New Zealand in a warm-up match, but then now they're playing against each other in the World Cup. New Zealand, actually, when New Zealand was bowled up for 97, I thought USA would win.
Yeah, me too.
But fantastic bowling effort from New Zealand could get them to 79. So, but the good thing about the US teams, I mean, yes, they're Asian descent, but every one of those girls in the playing 11 was born in the US.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's a real US team.
It's a real US team, and they're very passionate. I don't know if you ever get a chance, just look at their Facebook page.
No, I haven't checked it out. I will though.
Yeah. Just have a look at the women. They on social media, they're having fun.
That's good.
They're really enjoying it, and they're doing a good job. The US women. So
it makes them very dangerous. When you have a team of passionate ladies and they're having fun, you never know what they're going to do and how far they're going to go.
They're like one big happy family, which is
good. Yeah. That's the hallmark of a good team.
Definitely. And just to wrap up with the cricket, unless you have something else you want to talk about on the news and notes, New Zealand captain and all-rounder Sophie Devine is set to miss the WPL 2025 as she is part of the Royal Challengers. To prioritize her well-being after receiving professional advice, she will also miss the remainder of the ongoing domestic season and return home. New Zealand cricket release says Devine's playing future will be announced in due course, adding that New Zealand cricket and RCB supported a decision to take a break. Wow, this mental thing is not easy.
You know what? It's something that is becoming so huge in our society today. So it's very difficult, and I can only imagine how difficult it is right now for her.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and then well, we support her too, and hope that whatever it is, that she'll be okay. If it's mental, if it's physical, whatever it is, I hope she's okay. But I'm thinking it's a mental thing that she's just had to take a break from.
Yeah. But as you just quite rightly said, she needs a lot of support. And that's what gets you through stuff like this, right?
Yes, definitely.
Right support and a lot of it.
definitely. And finally, the Hobart Hurricanes and Sydney Thunder will play in the BBL finals on Monday, and that includes Hobart Hurricanes is with Shea Hope is in that team,
Check
and
up, yeah.
he's been having a decent season. So we'll see how it goes with him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
if he can continue and make some runs and help his team to win.
Yeah, he's in decent form too, so he looks like he's gonna give them a good shot to win it.
Yeah, he looks like he should. And interestingly, the Sixers who's been they said they need to address their losses in the in the BBL finals because they've been there many times. They've only won once, so I
Oh
think
boy.
yeah, the Sixers will. Well, they're sorry, the Sydney Sixers are playing. Sorry, yeah, and they said they got to address it, but I don't know if they will address this. Is it the Sixers? Sorry, the Strikers are in the final. There's
Strikers.
two Sydney teams, right? Oh, so let's try. Just let me get it right because I think I was looking at the wrong. The Sydney BBL is yeah, it's the Sydney. Hold on. There's a Sydney Thunder that's in the finals.
Thunder, okay.
Yeah, they play the Hurricanes. Yeah, so two Sydney teams. Yeah, so I was just getting confused there. But the Strikers did say they have to address getting to the finals and winning finals because they have too many losses. The Sixers, that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're not. But I mean, a lot of teams are like that. You see, South Africa get to a lot of finals,
Just don't know how to win the big ones, right?
yeah, they won the Sixers, so they won in 2021 back to back, and then just won 2 out of 9 matches in final series since that.
That's not a good record, but at least they've been there, but they haven't been doing it.
No, exactly. So he said they have to address. So they've been getting there, so they need to just look and see what they need to do. Maybe they don't have the right personnel.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. Well, for me, that's it for cricket. And if you have
Just one more
anything,
thing for cricket. So I saw
hmm
where Haley Matthews and Shafrin Rutherford
yeah,
got named in the ODI Team of the Year. So
correct,
it was good to see. Haley Matthews she was a lock for that.
of course.
Rutherford, I think he did well this year, and his stats are just great. But I don't know. It feels like he's underutilized by the West Indies for how well he's doing.
I think so, but then some of it is him because he chose not to play, and he went to because he is now playing in the ILT20 instead of playing for West Indies and stuff. So,
Yeah,
and I think these guys are good enough to play even Test cricket. So
I think that's what I was just about to say. Is that you have an ODI guy. Usually, if you can play ODI, you can play Test.
mhm.
And he's doing so well in the ODI. He's ranked as top 11 in the world, and he's not playing any Test cricket at all.
No, and so some of these guys, that's how they feel. They don't want to play. I mean, you have so many guys who I believe can be playing Test cricket. They're just sitting at home, or maybe playing in a small league or somewhere around.
Yeah, it's disappointing, man, because
Very, very
maybe that's
disappointing.
that whole move to Darren Sammy. Maybe he's going to encourage Rutherford and Brandon King and some others to come play Test, and who knows? Who
Yeah, I
knows?
don't. I think the West Indies can have such a strong Test team, but
They
because
do.
of
Right now, they do. And they're all sitting at home not playing Test cricket.
yeah, they're prioritizing it. Maybe John Campbell will come back and play Test. So
Maybe he'll get in. I really
yeah,
hope so, though. That would
I
be a
hope
good
so.
story.
But I don't want him to start playing Test and then realize, hey, I lost 2 years. I need to make some money
I need to make some money.
and then go to the T20 leagues all over.
That
So
may happen because he almost got in trouble in Jamaica because of that. Because when he got called back, he went to the US and played a couple of games to make some money before he came to play for Jamaica.
you see, so that's what those guys do. If you get suspended, you try to make up.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Gotta get what you can when you can, but at somebody else's
yeah,
expense.
expense, yeah, for sure. I think if West Indies players really sit down and whatever Sammy need to do, you need to sit them down and say, listen, we can have this one of the strongest teams in the world, but we need to do this. These players need to make themselves available.
Agreed.
You
Agreed.
know, I
I
mean,
think you know what? I think maybe for 2 years they should just sort of force them to do that so they can get their rankings up again, being the top 5 and all of that stuff. And then, yeah, they could probably say, go make some money. But to live at number 9 or 10 or wherever they are now is just disgusting.
That's so true.
Really bad. Horrible.
Very. Yeah. I think that's it for me for cricket. And kudos to both of them for making the team. Haley Matthews, to me, is the best player in the West Indies.
Oh, yes.
Cricketer. I'm not even going to say man or female. I'm just going to say she's the best batsman in the West Indies right now.
True.
You know.
She's they can't do without her, and she drives the team. As you said, if she doesn't play well, the team probably loses. So she's everything, and she shows up pretty much 99% of the time.
For sure, she does.
And she's young. She's 26, right? So she has a long way to go.
Yeah.
Which helps.
Okay.
All right, so we can switch over to some track and field now. So we'll start in Jamaica. There's a lot going on in Jamaica. So, as mentioned, the Grand Slam track and field is going to debut in Jamaica in April 4, 5, and 6. And there was talk about the stadium because last year at Boys and Girls Champs, you had some lanes that were not even good, and they had to stop the meet for an hour to fix the lanes and all of that because the track just wasn't good. So they're taking their time and they're fixing the stadium. They're fixing it as best as they can, and they've promised, the sports minister's promised, that they're going to be ready for when the championship starts April 4th. So I really hope it is ready. The last thing you want is for such a big meet going to Jamaica, and then there's problems with either the track or the stadium itself. So the lights are good. The track is supposed to be good. They're working on it right now, and they're fixing up even the media section. So they're doing some work, and kudos to them for getting it ready for it now.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see how that one goes, and if it's on time.
Yeah, let's hope it's on time. I was looking at the dates just last week, saying I think I really need to go down to see that.
Yeah, so I'm on the bubble, but I'm close to thinking I have to go to see it. I mean, it's inaugural, it's in Jamaica, and a lot of stars are going to be there. So I'm like, maybe I should find a way to get there. So let's see if I'll be down. But I'm thinking strongly about it. I'll decide in the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
Also in Jamaica, today is the Queen's Grace Jackson track and field meet. It's there's two big ones in Jamaica. There's one at St. Elizabeth Technical, and there's one at the stadium, the Grace Jackson meet. And the big talk, of course, is that Shericka Jackson, the mysterious Shericka Jackson, is supposed to be opening her season. So with all that happened last year, where she's going to run, she's not going to run, she's injured, she's not injured, and just doesn't show up, everyone is going to see what's going to happen now. So I think she's going to show, and she's going to run a special 60-meter event, because I think her camp seems to be sending a lot of people to run 60-meter races. So I'm hopeful to see her back on the track, because track and field needs somebody like her to make it so competitive. So she should be back out there today. Zarnell Hughes should be there as well. So there's quite a few 60-meter races that are going to be there. So it should be pretty interesting. And a very good meet to kick off, the year, because the stars, as they would say, the stars are now coming out in Jamaica. So lots to look forward to. But today we should have it. Shericka Jackson back on track. Zarnell Hughes on track as well.
Looking forward to seeing her back out there.
Oh, for sure. But her teammates, as mentioned, Kishane Thompson and Tia Clayton, they were off to Astana in Kazakhstan to open up that indoor season, so the indoor gold season there. And guess what, Ingle? Kishane Thompson, his first indoor race ever, and he won.
Yeah, that's what I saw, yeah.
6.56, so convincing winner too. So they said already that if he's in it, he's going to be the favorite to win the whole thing at World Indoors this year. So I don't know. He's a big guy and all of that. So let's see how he does. But he has started off with a great start. And Tia Clayton, she looks like her confidence is just sky high. Her sister was in the race and it didn't matter. She won 7.18 and her sister was third. So Tia Clayton, the Clayton twins were there and they did well as also. So that camp, MVP Track Club with Stephen Francis, the coach, Shane Thompson taking the men's 60, Tia Clayton the women's 60, with Tina Clayton third in the 60 meters. So certainly an interesting way to kick off the season for these young Jamaicans, and a lot is expected for this year. The World Indoors is not too far away. It's March, but the season really gets going next weekend with the New Balance Indoors, and after that the Melrose Games and all of that. So there's a lot of big games coming up in North America and across the pond. Also, you're going to have all these gold indoor events. So this is the start of the indoor season, Ingle. So from now on, you're going to get some exciting results. You're going to see all the big names that are running indoors going to be there. Andre DeGrasse was in that race today, so I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he was only sixth in that race. A lot of people that I can't even recognize their names were ahead of him. So he ran 6.74. Not sure if that is an indication, but he's never been a good indoor 60-meter runner anyway, but I thought he would have done a little better than this.
Yeah, Andre seems to be, he's that type. He looks like he comes back later in the race. He likes along the 200 and stuff where he
can get going.
He's not the fastest starter, it doesn't look like,
No, so he's struggling a bit. I think talking about Andre DeGrasse, so there's this story that came out now. Divine Odoru from Nigeria, he got banned for 6 years for taking drugs, but he was huge coming in from college. He went to the camp that Andre is at, Tumbleweed, with Rene Reda, and he's hitting out hard at him now. He's saying he got death threats there, he was ill-treated, and there was a lot of favoritism. And the favoritism was all about Andre DeGrasse, which was shocking to me because I thought it would have been the Americans like Trevon Bromell and all of that, Trevon Bromell.
Yeah.
It was Andre DeGrasse that he was saying that was the problem. And I was quite surprised to hear that. I mean, I'm still a little surprised to hear that. It was all about Andre, that Andre was given special treatment and everybody. I know a Jamaican left the camp and he said the same things, but he never called names. So now it seems that, they're calling names, and the favoritism is about Andre.
Andre DeGrasse, that's surprising.
That is surprising, but he has done well, so I guess he has backed it up. And there's talk, and I have to confirm, is that he has left that camp now. So maybe because this news stories, I don't know. But I heard that Andre has left that camp. So I'll check it out and see and confirm next week. But that was a big surprise to me, actually, to hear that. But let's see how that story unfolds. Also, from the high school perspective, some young Jamaicans have never run high school indoor, because of course there's no indoor track in Jamaica. Right. But they went to New York, and they had 4 schools, big name schools. Hydel, we had Calabar, so we had some big names. Excelsior was there as well, and they went to New York. It's a meet put on by Sanjay Ayer, and he's a former Jamaican runner. He used to go to Calabar as well. And you have spoken to him as well, Ingle, when we were doing World Beat Sports. We interviewed him a few times. Very nice guy. And his meet is going well, and the Jamaicans there are doing well. So Calabar seems to be in great shape because Shaquane Gordon, the 60-meter hurdles, 55-meter hurdles, he won in a meet and stadium record of 7.01. So he absolutely destroyed the field, and he's the number 1 in Jamaica. So a lot is expected of him, but he was very impressive. While his schoolmate Jamal Stevenson, he took the 55-meter race as well in 6.33. So Calabar took both the 55-meter hurdles and the 55-meter race. On the women's side, they were second, so not as impressive on the women's side, but at least they had another victory. So it's going to be interesting to see because the 200s are going today. We think they even have a better shot at the 200. So interesting times there for Calabar, for Excelsior. Nicoy Bramwell, who broke Usain Bolt's record in the 400 meters at the Cardiff Games, he's also there, but he didn't look so impressive in his heats, but let's see what he does in the finals for the 200 meters. So a lot of good running over there in New York for the high schoolers from Jamaica, and impressive to see. Never done indoors before, and they're winning in meet record and stadium record styles. So very impressive to see.
Great.
So,
go ahead.
No, that was it for me for track.
I just saw that Marta Alamayo. She smashed the world on the 3,000 meters.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
As I said, Ingle,
They're getting younger and younger.
they're
These,
getting younger and the records are going. There's no
well,
world record that is safe anymore.
no, it's think back on the ages of some of these people. I mean, Quincy comes to mind going to the World Cup. I mean, to the not World
Olympics.
Cup, Olympics at that age. And
And you
yeah,
know what? He came out last week and ran in an age group event, and he got beaten.
really.
Going over 600 meters.
Wow.
A guy, I can't remember his name right now, broke the record and everything, beat him in the 600 meters.
Are you serious?
So, but that guy I think is 17.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I was shocked because the whole stadium expected Quincy to destroy everybody. But he lost.
Hmm.
So,
Wow.
interesting year ahead, Ingle.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to Shelly Ann.
Yeah, we're waiting for the big guns to come out. She's not doing indoors, but we're certainly waiting for the big guns to come out. That's why I'm so excited to see Sharika come out. Because Shakari doesn't do indoors either, so
Right.
we need a big name going indoors. And I want to see Julian Alfred, of course, and the Americans, So it's going to be Aliyah Hobbs is probably their top one indoors. So it should be an interesting indoor if everybody shows up. But it's world indoors in March, so I expect that starting next week, you're going to start to see them coming out.
And yeah, looking forward to what Elaine can do this year too, because I think if she's fit, in good shape, she's probably the best sprinter in the world. So
She, in my opinion, she is. But I see her dancing, and I
oh,
see her. So hopefully, she's in great shape.
yeah, hopefully.
All right, so over to some football or soccer, as it's called in some places. I'm going to start off with some interesting news, English. So, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah,
Have you heard of Cole Palmer from Chelsea?
yeah, he's been talking up St. Kitts recently.
That's where his dad is. His granddad is from.
Yeah,
So, kudos to you, Ingle. Your team, Chelsea, has somebody from your country.
yeah. Actually, I was just one of my friends put on our WhatsApp group this morning says while West Indies are getting beaten, Cole Palmer is St. Kitts is getting some exposure because Cole Palmer was on BBC talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes there all the time and all of that. So next time you're there, look out for him, man.
I should, yeah. Actually, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Sports actually did a video clip talking about him. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge for sure.
That's a big name that you guys have in your pocket now.
Yes, definitely.
Good for him. Another big name, or former big name, Mason Greenwood, who used to play for Manchester United and got in that trouble with the assault cases and all of that, that he got exonerated from. I think they said he's one step away from representing Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So he's just, they said they waited on one paper. He has applied on everything. He's scored a lot of goals in France. He scored a lot of goals in Spain when he went there. So still scoring and still doing well. So let's see if Mason Greenwood, I know Cole Palmer's not going to play for St. Kitts, but Mason Greenwood may just play for Jamaica starting this year. So
wow, that's something
we
to
will
look
see how
forward to.
that one go.
Mhm.
Talking a little bit about the English Premier League, though, let's talk about our Manchester teams, man. What is going on, Ingle?
Manchester, they might win today.
Man City is saying nobody's scared of them anymore. They can't do anything. They're not even doing well in the Champions League.
They're not. They're just there, but they're playing Chelsea later today, and the matchup is always good for them against Chelsea.
It is. It is. Should be a
But
good
but
game.
no one is afraid of them. That's what I
No.
saw. No one cares about.
They're beating sick now. The top 24 teams, I think, has a chance to go through in the Champions League, and currently they're 25th.
Mhm.
So it's like, what is happening to them? And
Yeah.
Manchester United, on the other hand, their brand new coach, said he believes that this is the worst Manchester United team in history.
It's true. Yeah,
So,
but he has to build it.
can you imagine if you're on that team, Ingle? How do you feel?
You have to. I guess he's looking for some changes and some trades. So
I think so.
he wants some new people there.
I think so as well. I don't know what's going on. And finally, just talk quickly about Alphonso Davies, Team Canada's captain. I don't know. For me, he's injured a lot. He's injured again, Ingle. I just every time I look up, he's injured.
Yeah, he's always injured.
I don't know what's going on with him, man. But Canada needs him, so I'm hopeful that he gets over it. But something is going on with him. Why he has so many injuries, and I'm really hopeful that he figures out how to stay healthy going forward because he's a huge player for Canada.
Yeah, they said he's expected to miss about 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
minimum.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Hope he recovers and gets back to it.
Hope so. Just some updates in halftime before we go. Bournemouth 1-0 over Forest. Everton 1-0 over Brighton and Hove. Liverpool up 3-0 over Ipswich Town. Newcastle 2-1 over Southampton, and Arsenal and Wolverhampton Wanderers 0-0 at halftime.
Let's see what's going on with Arsenal if they're going to fail again. But
The City and Chelsea, as I said, they played a late game. So
that's the big one. Big one's coming up.
But Chelsea should win, but for some reason Manchester City always have their number.
They find a way to win.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, so we're out of time. It was, as always, a fantastic hour. And see you all next week. Love Bay Sports. Love Bay Afrobeat and Sports Talk.
And I have to say thanks to everyone for listening. Thanks to the gentleman in Nigeria. Said he was
Nigeria, yes. Welcome.
Yes,
Keep watching.
Keep
Lots
watching.
in store for you.
Have your friends there. Icon Lickman, right?
Yep. In Abia State, Nigeria.
Right. So keep watching. Get your friends to watch, and hopefully we can interact one day.
We certainly do look forward to something like that. Have a great one.